Hello everyone, welcome back to Stonehearth, me Banto. I hope you're all having a good day today. We are back in the Bantonian Vale. And I've been working a little bit on our tavern that we might be having in our town later. So this is the current setup that I got going on here. I decided to add a little balcony out here and a little table, some chairs to make it a little bit more interesting, and also put a little bunny there, a plushie, together with a little tea can sitting there as well. And I also repainted the roof to match the rest of the town, so the roof is now an yellow roof to match everything else. Something I might consider doing as well is to actually go ahead and grab the color here and change our so-called wing boards at this side here, so it would match the same as my other buildings. I feel like that would be a good and wise idea to do so. I've also been working a little bit on the inside of the building, so we didn't really have much. I still have a lot of things to be doing in here. We have this major little serving area for now, where people can sit, eat and drink and enjoy a good time there, but we might be changing out a few things as we go, because I might want to do some cooking underneath here at the bottom, and at the top here it might be where we'll have like kind of like a bar with some counters, where we will have a brewer maybe serving and making some drinks. So I would like to make it a pretty active area where a lot of drinks and food go through back and forth between the counter door to the serving places. So that would be really cool. And wouldn't it be awesome if Stonehearth somehow had a way that, so like, okay, this is the tavern building, prepare to use this one unless all tables are taken, and also a cook or something would be assigned to deliver the drinks at the table, so when everyone out here is thinking about drinking, they will put them up on the table. Or maybe they would actually sit down and wait for them to get served some food and drinks. That would have been really awesome, and felt very realistic. If they even would queue up to a counter we can have here, which I can show you guys how it looks. See, if we would have put out these like this, they could have walked up to them, order what they want to have, sit down at the table, enjoy themselves, and maybe they would even get some bonus benefits from eating inside of the tavern. I feel like that would be pretty cool. But I haven't decided yet where I want to put the stairs inside of this one, because I also don't want to make it be weird. I kind of wanted the stairs to be here, but currently that is outside. So if I'm going to use that space, I will have to kind of fill up this, make it a little bit wider this side. And I guess it is kind of fine to do, I guess. But that's something I would have to do. So a lot of work still to do in this one. I might be doing it a little bit in the background, so you guys can see the results as I keep doing things on it. And today I would also like to try to work a little bit with our engineer, because we did get one in the previous episode, but we never put him to do any real work yet. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna try to get some engineering going, and make some turrets, make some traps, and use them as a defensive good thing around town. So I think it already looks a lot better like this. I kind of like the darker brownish coloring here. But I will be making more touches to this. We're gonna save this as a temporary template, and I will be working on this one a little bit in the background while I'm not recording videos. So that's it for now. So let's save it down as a work in progress. So then we have it in here for working around with it later. I might be changing a lot of things. We will see what happens. But let's remove that one for now. Okay, so like I said, we did get an engineer, but we never put engineer to do any work so far. So we want to go ahead and we're gonna start making an engineer tool bench. Allows the engineer to craft various gadgets and contraptions. So we're gonna start with that one. Engineer simple banner. We got a wall banner. I kind of feel like that is a sign, but maybe it's considered a banner. I don't know. It looks like how the signs will normally look, but I guess it's a banner. Then we have some storage, a small refrigerator. I never made this one. So this one preserves up to 16 items for a very long time, preventing them from spoiling. So that's apparently a way for storing things for a longer time, and you need refreshing tonic for that one, which I'm guessing is crafted by the herbalist or our brewer. That's just a wild guess. But we want to start with making some gears, because gears are used inside of, for example, our traps, maybe even crossbows here. So we got the term shooter, the turret, and we get a steel crossbow, really powerful weapon, 42 attack damage, that's a lot of it. Not fast but strong, powerful mechanical weapon that pierces through armor. This is a really good heavy weapon. We have a critter trap, we have a clamped trap, damage and short distance the enemy that steps near it. This one doesn't really do a lot of damage, but it does a little tiny stun as well. And then we have the decoy trap, distract your enemies with this extra halfling. Wait, is it a halfling, right? Mere splitter hands. It's very threatening. But yeah, that would be a nice thing to have. The Cocoa Bomb, I don't think I ever made this one. After being placed, it will explode when enemies hit it. Damage sets fire to enemies near the explosion. Everything's better with explosions. And then we have some mechanical things with engineer as well. We can use water gates. We can use water pumps and bigger water gates. And these you can actually use for moving around water in the game, which is actually possible. I've done it a long time ago in an Northern Alliance town that I played, and I made an dry dock for boats. I could fill it with water, I could also remove the water, and I feel like it was pretty cool. And you can do that with like farming, so you can actually make it have a reason why you would fill up water or remove water. So instead of like, you know, digging in here directly, or we can still do it, but we can have gates. For example, we can have gates here and here, and then we can have, so we can actually pump it out as well when we don't want it to be water there, because sometimes when it's raining outside it will get over flooded. But then it would be even more fun if it was maybe even more advanced with the engineer, if you could have things that would detect the moisture, how much water it is, and then disable if X amount of water has been raining, so it will, or activate so it will start to pump things out. That would have been pretty interesting. But yeah, so the engineer, we're gonna put him to work, and we're gonna start with doing, we could do some copper water gate, but in the beginning I'm mostly interested in turrets, and I'm not sure if it's worth to do this one. I haven't made that one in a long time, but we can queue up to do 4 of those. We're gonna need a lot of bronze ingots, so that's gonna be a lot of gathering. We don't have so much tin. We had a lot of copper, but not a lot of tin. So that's probably gonna be one of the trickier things to get. We might wanna do, I guess, 2 crossbows we can do later. And we can also level up with making a few of iron gears, why not? And we do have a deal up there, let's see what happens. Another one joins, awesome. Joff Lessel, hello, very welcome. How are you doing, man? So let's see what kind of traits and stats we got here. Animal Companion, Loner, 1 mind, 3 body, and 5 in spirit. So this could probably be a really good healer. That it could definitely be. So let's use a little bit of enhanced energy and a little bit of creativity tonics. We will move faster, but we'll also craft things faster. And we needed to get some milk, and it seems you can make a bucket of almond milk. You need almonds, and I also need date palm seed. I'm pretty sure we don't have that. But if we actually do get like some cows, then we could get some milk. Or some cheeps, I think, as well. Moo Moo herd. Moo Moos eat a lot, but will produce nice amounts of milk. Slaughtering them yields pelts, steak, jerk, and bone. And we can also use sheeps, if I remember. Some milk. Sell them some milk, okay. So, cows, that would be fun. But if we're gonna have that, we have to make I think a pretty big pasture for those animals. And so, let's see where we wanna have that. I feel like this area would be pretty good. We can even use this area which have a lot of trees, so they can have a little good amount of land to walk around with. Let's see how many cows we can have in this one. 7, oh, that's a lot of cows. That means a lot of yummy milk for us. Let's go for that. Let's give that a try. So, let's put down some fences, since with new Ace update we can use the fence tool to easily create fences this way. Just click and drag it out like so. And it will queue up all the fence pieces, and here I think we will just stop there. We could go around it. I think I will actually do so because I do kind of want to keep it. I like to have some trees inside. I love trees, they're beautiful to look at. That's like one of the things that I'm looking forward to most at the moment. Like, it's getting a lot better weather outside recently here in southern Sweden, and I'm really looking forward to some even better weather. I'm looking forward to spring hitting us. That's gonna be so nice. So here I'm gonna be putting an gate down here. It should be, let's see, we just need to remove that one and maybe that one. So that should be fine. So here is where we're gonna have our little Moo Moo herd. And I'm also maybe gonna cancel a few of these because we don't really need those. And then we'll have a little friend in there as well. Little deer. Very gamey, how appropriate. So I'm gonna remove a few of these fences. I think we might even be able to go inside of here and use this one. That's a lot easier, right? Just gonna make sure to click this one when removing it, because there's a similar one inside of here. So share and then the X to remove a cancel placement. So inside of here we want to have a place where they can eat, of course, and we also want to have a shelter for them. We do not want our little Moo Moos to die inside. And we can have 7 cows in there, so I'm gonna make 7 beds. I do think we might already have a few of them. And then we also need to have some of those feeding troughs, so we're gonna craft those, but also craft it with a carpenter. So we're gonna make 2 wooden manger. We might only need to have 1. And let's prepare some food already. They can eat the animal fodder, the basic one, but it's always better to make the better food for them that is suited for the kind of critter they are, I guess, the animal they are. So Moo Moo feed, tasty and hearty food appreciated by large ruminants, improves the quality of the animal produce. So and this one uses corn, fat and wheat. We're gonna maintain, I'm gonna set that at maybe 8. I'm not sure if it will be maintaining like 3 times 8 or if it will actually try to maintain 8 exactly. I think it might try to maintain 8 exactly. I'm not entirely sure. I do want to get some oinkers later because I never had those. That would be fun to see in game. So I wonder when we're going to get some cows here, how long it's going to be. So here we have the wooden manger, and I'm just going to put it inside of here. And yes, for now I'm going to have it here. So that's where they're going to be eating, yes, for now at least. And I do think I'm probably going to chop down at least 1 tree, maybe. Maybe that one, or maybe I could build something in between there, I guess, but I also want to have a little bit of open field. I'm going to chop that one down. We already have so many trees in there. It looks like I have a lot of idle people. Maybe I don't have any work for them to do at the moment. An easy way to see that, or if your game has hanged up, is to start harvesting things. But I see a damn thing down here. Look at this little critter. Hello, little Moo Moo. How are you doing? Would you guys like to name one of my cows? Because I'm not gonna go and butcher any of them. I'm gonna make sure to get on milk instead. I'm not gonna butcher them. So we want to name our little cow, little Moo Moo. Let me know in comments, everyone, and I'll be picking a name for our first Moo Moo. And since we're gonna have 7 Moo Moos, feel free to drop even more names. So I'm gonna take up to 7 Moo Moo names. There we go. You're released into your new little home, Moo Moo. And she's gonna tell about the Moo Moo. Looks like she's talking more about windows though. He's happy about it. Okay, so here we want to make our little place for our cows where they're gonna be resting. And we can buy a bow, I guess. And let's see if we have a few more things to sell. it's always good to try to clean up a little bit here and there. Look at the amount of bones we have. I'm gonna keep selling. I probably had a ton of them on the ground before, but I didn't have the storage or time to loot it, but now we did have it, so that is good. A lot of bone cleaned up. So let's make a little home for our cows here. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna make so they will actually go inside of this place. Probably more gonna be an shelter where they will be sleeping underneath. So I'm gonna make this one quite big. Let's see, 11 by 11 perhaps. And let's see how big these actually are, so. So they are quite big. Let's see how many we can actually fit in here. Well, we can easily fit as many as we want, and I'm probably gonna spread them out a little bit to make it look a little bit more organic, I guess. Then we select only these while having everything connected, and we drag it up. The good thing now, I think we can just drag that down, yeah. So really useful tool to use it that way. So I think this height is pretty good. I think we maybe even could have done... I'm not gonna do it though. But we're gonna make a little roof for this one. And let's use some thatch for the roof. I'm gonna start first maybe with doing something like that. Or maybe actually let's start with something else. So I'm gonna make the roof kind of going outside one more there. So we add a little bit more on our beams here. Add some beams to that. Our poles, and then we're gonna have some thatch line on top of that. So let's start with something like this. I hope my cows are gonna enjoy this little home they're getting. Because my Hearthlings are getting good homes, I think our animals should have it as well. So I wonder if you should just fill it in like that. I do think that could be probably good enough, I guess. And we do have 3 in height. I'm just wondering if I want to do it like that. I'm sort of thinking of covering it a little bit like, you know, how Rice children's houses are made a tiny bit. Which would be to take that one, drag it like this. I don't think that will be safe, like the weather is gonna be safe, but maybe we can fill in the blanks here, the open space with a little bit of thatch, at least to have like the coloring, I don't know. Let's give it a try. I'm not sure if I actually like it. It might look better. We're just gonna do a little bit of recoloring. That can change a lot of the entire build. And let's just go in here. Remove some of this. Like that. Just a little bit, a touch of random colors to spice it up a little bit. It just looks a little bit better than just using like one color. At least I think so. That's how I like to do, like with roads as well. To make it look a little bit more interesting. You could even like combine different shades of color next to each other to make it look different as well. Like have one brighter and one darker next to each other. And mix them a little bit. Maybe like that. I do wonder though if I want to make the opening with a dark color. And let's do it like that. I'm gonna remove one part here. And the reason for that is that I'm gonna tag this as a roof. So that means we can hide it later on. And then we also are gonna be adding back the missing blocks again. So this is how the building will be hiding pretty much. So if I click this thing now, we still see those, but the roof is gone, so we can easily put some pastry beds on this. And you know, to make it maybe even better, I guess we can use the road tool. And we could use this one, a pre-made one. Maybe that would be nice for the visuals, or we can use this one again. I don't know which one is the best actually. But let's add in a little bit of thatch here. A little bit random. It's not going to look perfect, it's not supposed to. Then we're going to do the same. I'm just going to go very random without even knowing where I'm putting things. And if I do a few passes of it, it's going to become even more and more random. And I kind of feel like it should be a few of these darker ones as well. Because it's, you know, it's on the ground. So it will probably have soaked up some, you know, some humidity and some water from the ground. And they're not always, haven't always taken a shower, our little moo moos. So some days it's a little bit, some darker spots here. Okay, I feel like that probably looks pretty good. I feel like that's pretty nice. I might add a few more. Yeah, so it's kind of like goes out underneath it a little bit more. Then let's go ahead and we can add some beds, or we don't have to do it as well actually. Let's just build it as it is, or maybe not. Let's put it down, because then I can save it as a template and we can reuse it later if we want to. But let's get it and do a little bit of disorder in here. So we have got 4, 5, 6, and we need one more bed. Something like that. Then they are sleeping a little bit random at least. And having a few of them kind of sleeping next to each other anyway. And then we maybe want to have some mangers next to this as well. Or at least pretty close by. We can smooth the ones we have already, I guess. But I feel like this is pretty good. Might want to make that one point up one block. And I'm sort of thinking of removing that one. I think it might look better this way. Yeah, let's go like that. So there we go, our Moo Moo home is saved, and let's build this one. That's gonna be a nice little home for them. I hope they're gonna enjoy it. It looks kind of small for these Moo Moos though. Because it's really, really, really big. Look at all my people doing work. That's so nice to see. Let's add some energy to that. Get some good energy. Some crafting. Now we need to craft a few things. I hope they're gonna finish mining everything. No bug, please. There we go. Awesome. That's gonna be so nice. And we can even make some, if you want to, just for, you know, a fun thing would be to add some, you know, some patches of brownish kind of there, where maybe the cows has been walking around a lot. That could be interesting. Like we can make it even, you know, for the kind of the entrance. So we can take a pretty dark one like this one. Drag it in like so and make it a little bit patchy. Not supposed to be perfect. And you know, this is where our Hearthlings has been walking in as well when they've been, you know, working inside with the cows. Giving them food, giving them some water, watering the moo moos. Let's add in some patches again. I might want to add in some stone as well, but I think I might do it as a separate build, and it's because the game sometimes bug out and don't mind things when you mix and match different colors from different things like wood and stone. So for that reason I'm gonna make a new building and add in a little bit of stone. See here, a little patch of stone, another one there. And I think that is good enough. And yeah, I wonder how we are doing with wood now. We were pretty low for a while. We're doing pretty good for it, for now at least. The weaver looks like it's doing pretty good. I wonder if we want to make some more crafting in here. We can already start to prepare a few things. I know I'm going to be using some ornated wall banners from my tavern. So we might as well already get started. I might use some tapestry later as well. It would be nice to try the marble curtains. I never had them before, and look how beautiful they are. They're beautiful here and high appeal there. But they do use steel, so it's not sure we want to do them right now. We can make some better archer armor as well, and we definitely want to do these. The combatant fur cloak. I think a thick cape made of multiple furs and protects from freezing weather. This item can only be equipped by combat units like footmen, archers, and clerics. So really useful when the winter's gonna hit, and that is not so far away, because autumn ends in 7 days. And let's see how big of a troop we got. I think we have six people we got, okay. So we need to make 6 of these. 6 silver and a lot of purples. 18 of those. Put that at the top to craft them early. This one would be neat to try as well. I never made this one. Ornate a cleric robe. Craft a sacred robe and more protective outfit for the cleric. It also provides some bonuses. Your faith is your shield, but some leather probably will help. So this one increased willpower by 5% and healing efficiency by 10. So that's pretty good stuff. We can also make some Archer Varana skin armor. That could be interesting. I do, however, really like the new armor that they added for archers, so I might just be using that one instead. Like we do have the iron ring mail for now. I'm not sure if the blacksmith can make even better. So let's have a little bit of a look down here. So this one has 5 in defense. Let's check out the Varanus one again. 5, so it is the same pretty much. So I might actually keep the one we have already done. A winter worker jacket, that would be nice. Damage from freezing weather is reduced and they are immune to frostbite. And that's going to be very nice. And speed increased by 20%. 20 actually, not percent. Let's make 6 of those. Those are for the workers. I'm pretty much just putting my crafters into a little bit of work. And our potter, I guess we can craft a few things here as well, which we might be selling later. Or maybe even use as decorations. Some market stalls, perhaps. Oh no, let's make some decorative teapots. I love tea, I need some tea. And we can do some for coffee as well. And coffee and tea and jum. And let's go ahead and we're gonna put out the engineer's workbench since we haven't put it out yet. And for now, I'm gonna have it next to the blacksmith, so they will be working very close to the blacksmith. Maybe even in the same house if we have space for it for now. Yeah, I think I might be adding it down around here if I can squeeze it in. Okay, let's just have it right outside the blacksmith. There, that should be good. Another date update, and we don't beat this one, but we are getting closer and closer. How many people we have? 28, wow. I've fallen behind a little bit with naming, but I'm gonna do it soon. I do have a full list of it, but like I said, Moo Moo's names are up for grabs. Or if you want to name, for example, one of our ducks over here, or you might want to name like a pet fox or something like that. Do let me know in the comments. Hungry Moo Moo? I wonder if you need like another shepherd. I'm not sure if Panda Cat will be enough to handle all of it themselves, so I might be needing Carolina to maybe become like a second shepherd. That could be pretty neat, I think. We need to make the shepherd crook then. There we go. And yeah, let's look into some weapons for our troop. So, let's see what we got here. Giant Bone Axe, 26 in damage. Here we got some Wooden practice sword. Level 1. Okay. Rose is gonna be leveling up quite a bit. Then Jonathan, he has an iron short sword, a knight shield, some potion as well. So we can make some better one-handed weapons. I think we already have weapons for Rose. And we already had a fine tome of healing for Misery. Wow, you can really see that winter is getting closer. Only 6 days left here. But yeah, I do think I like a second shepherd. This is gonna be very, very useful. And let's see how my herbalist is currently doing. Been a while since I tapped in here. Curiosity tonic. I don't think we have this one crafted. This tonic will increase everyone's curiosity and experience gain. Causes after an effect when the quality isn't excellent or higher. Called a Philosopher's Draw by Piccolo Flanell in his celebrated Alchemist Handbook. So it is risky to use as well, I guess. Here we have strong antidote. That could be good to have a few of them around. They don't look to be too hard for us to do either. Looks like we have everything for it at least. And let's see that quest with the dwarves. One simple fever cardinal. Okay, what more do we need for it? It would be cool to finish that one. Okay, we do have milk. We need a bucket of fungi. Okay. And we also got the crystal charging. There's a lot of things going on, but fungi we can find outside in the forest often. And with the Ace update, you can also go inside of here, click this little basket for foraging, and drag it over like a forest. And sometimes you find some fungi, sometimes some leaves, sometimes a little bit of seeds, a little bit of everything from the biome pretty much. So that's one way to get fungi. The other one is to gather it, pick it up, and then make new ones, or just take the ones that are sitting here like this, which I'm gonna do right now. But you can also click here and you can uproot them, undeploy them, and then you can go back to your home and you can actually make new ones and start new colonies of fungi. Pretty useful, good stuff. But yeah, we're getting some moo moos, guys. That's so awesome. I hope we're gonna get some feeds soon. And I'm gonna be working more with my tavern a little bit in the background. I haven't fully decided the color of the roof. I might be doing the same color as for this one. I really do like the coloring on this one. But guys, thanks for watching today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and it's good to be back with more frequent videos again. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always feel free to leave your suggestions. Maybe one day they will make it into the game and we can design something pretty awesome together. So thanks for watching today's episode. Hope you had a good time, and see you guys next time. Have a great one, everyone.